All right, y'all, I'm going to try really hard to stay still because I say that as I shake the camera all around because I moved out to my living room because I don't know what's going on suddenly with my Wi-Fi, but it was being weird. I turned it off and then my data dropped and my Wi-Fi was back. I don't know what's happening, but I feel like the devil is trying really hard, perhaps, to keep this conversation from being had. So I'm just putting it out there that we are going to have this conversation with or without his permission, right? So instead, I'm just going to kick back and get comfy on my couch instead of back in front of my video thing. So we're going to try this again. Okay. All right. So for those of you popping in on the replay, I'm so sorry. And hopefully you would have already seen that we had another video just before this. For those of you who are popping on that were already in that previous video, thank you for hanging out with me and coming back, even though my connection is being so stinking strange today. Okay. I'm also gonna, if y'all don't mind, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right. So, again, if you have ever said that you are not ready to do something in particular, it may be not a matter of whether or not you are ready. It might be more a matter of whether or not you are willing. So I want to challenge you that the next time that you're tempted to say, I'm not ready, ask yourself, is it really that you're not ready, or is it that you are simply using it as an excuse because you're not willing? So that being said, I want you to look at it from a different standpoint of we are never ready. Okay. We just aren't. Okay. So just let me ask this. Those of you who are in here, who are parents, I want you to put a 1 in the box if you were not ready to be a parent, or put a 2 in the box if you just knew, okay, now is the time. Okay. So just do that for me. If you're a parent, you have children, and you were not ready to be a parent necessarily when you found out, or maybe immediately after finding out, you realized how not ready you were, put a 1 in the box. And if you knew for sure, I am ready beyond anything, put a 2 in the box. Okay. And I'm going to give just a second because I know there is a huge delay, and today seems to be even more delayed. I'm assuming it's because of all these crazy, nasty storms that keep kind of rolling through. So I'm hoping to start seeing some numbers. Okay, we got some numbers coming. Stacy, listen, I got to give it to you. To ever meet a parent who was truly ready, that's almost amazing. That's pretty amazing, actually. Simply because I feel like even as parents, we think, oh yeah, we're ready to have kids. We're ready to have kids. And then suddenly you find out you're pregnant and it's like, oh crap, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know what am I supposed to do? What happens with this and what happens with that? And suddenly we realize we're not necessarily ready, as in fully prepared, fully skilled, fully equipped, but we figure it out because it's important that we figure it out. We figure it out because we have little children that are now counting on us. Okay. We figure it out because we have no choice. Okay. So Stacy, I don't mean just ready as in want to have kids. That's not what I mean. I mean ready as in that we were truly prepared, equipped, fully skilled, everything to be a parent, meaning you already knew everything you needed to know. You already had everything you needed to have. You were just ready. Okay. That's kind of what I mean. All right. So on the other hand, many times even, being ready for anything, truthfully, it's not a matter of having all of the prep and all of the skill set and everything, because listen, you don't get the skill set by just being automatically gifted with it. You had to kind of work into that. All right. You learn things by doing. You perfect things by doing things consistently, right? So anything that you are getting ready to try for the first time, you're not necessarily ready, okay? In the sense of being 100% equipped. Stacy, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, is we are not 100% equipped until we get into things, okay? Because listen, like I can tell you so many stories about my children where I just go, I was not prepared for that. I had no idea that was coming. I didn't even think that would ever be a thing. Did y'all ever think you would need to tell your children, don't poke the dog with a fork? I mean, like, there's just certain things, okay? Or did any of y'all ever have to explain to your kids why it's not good to empty out an entire bottle, Sam's Club size bottle of baby powder all over the top of your sister and then try to clean her up with baby wipes so it really makes a paste in her hair? Like, listen, I was not prepared for that kind of stuff. I wasn't ready to deal with that kind of stuff. And when it happened, I had to figure it out, okay? When it happened, we had to deal with it. So here's my thing. Many times in our business, we keep saying, I want to do that, but I'm just not ready yet. I don't really have all my ducks in a row. I don't have it like nailed down to perfection yet. So I'm just not even going to do it yet. The problem is that when you keep waiting to be ready, you will never do anything, because in most situations, we are never truly ready. Okay. In most situations, we are not truly ready because guess what? If we've never done it before, we still have no idea what skill set we need, what we need to be able to accomplish it, what equipment we might need. I mean, we truly have no idea. So the problem is that when we keep saying, I'm just not ready. Well, maybe it's that you're just not willing. And therefore, you're not even willing to look into what does it take to get this done. And instead, we use the I'm not ready as an excuse to just never start. So I would just encourage you that anytime you find yourself starting to say, I'm not ready, or I don't have my ducks in a row, or I just don't think, I'm just not quite prepared for that yet. Chances are, okay, sorry, I'm getting all flustered. Chances are you will never be ready until you actually take some action. Okay, because only when you take the action can you start kind of figuring it out as you go. Listen, as a parent of an 18 and 20-year-old, I am still figuring this stuff out. And I can promise you, there are certain aspects of their age I was not prepared for. I was not ready for. I have a 20-year-old who is now getting married on May 11th of 2019. I don't really know that I was ready for that necessarily. But at the same time, we are excited. Okay. But again, it's not something necessarily that I was ready for, but guess what? I got to get ready because they're ready. So it really comes down to just don't make excuses and say, I'm not ready. Ask yourself, is it really that you're just not willing? Okay. So that's what I had for you guys today. Needless to say, when that popped up in that book, it was just kind of one of those where I'm like, so I wonder if that's where the phrase ready and willing came from. Because think about this for one hot second, and then I'm going to let you guys go. You can be ready, but still not be willing. Or you can be willing and still not ready. Okay? It is way better to be willing and still not ready, because you will get ready along the way as you are willing to do it. But if you are not even willing to get started, you're going to stay exactly where you are. So that's all I had for you. Hello, lovely lady. So thank you guys for popping on and watching this. I'm sorry we kept dropping connection and all that kind of wacky stuff. Gotta love live for that reason, right? But if you have any questions or whatever, if you want to leave me some comments, I would truly love to read them. So you guys have a fabulous day. Have a very blessed weekend, and we will chat soon. Thanks.